Welcome to our deep dive into the Non-Road Powertrain and Fuels Conference 2025, held in Munich, where industry leaders tackled the massive challenge of energy-agnostic non-road decarbonization. As conference host Nick Molden noted, the industry is currently at the epicenter of difficult decisions. The ambition for simple decarbonization is facing a harsh reality. We are caught in a paradox. Non-road mobile machinery is essential for developing infrastructure and supporting electrification. For example, providing static power for exploding demand from AI and data centers, yet this same sector must drastically reduce its own emissions. The market remains complex, with flat global production volumes, and complex legislation is forcing technological divergence and major investments. The first core theme was how to meet the escalating regulatory pressure. We are looking forward to a draft Stage 6 proposal in Europe, likely starting around 2030, with a major focus on tighter NOx and particulate number limits. Meanwhile, the aggressive US Tier 5 final standards demand an engineering target of just 10 to 12 milligrams per kilowatt-hour of NOx. Achieving these targets means highly complex aftertreatment systems. Mirko Pfeiffer from Dynex explained that moving from Tier 4 to Tier 5 requires a 90% reduction in NOx, necessitating advanced solutions like a two-stage SCR system, incorporating DPF and careful catalyst layering. Dominic Rose from Corning confirmed that selecting the right filter material is critical for future particulate number regulations and confirmed that filters are becoming complex, rocket science. One unexpected but crucial area of innovation is in fluids. Chris from Texaco presented compelling data showing that their ultra-low ash engine oil reduces ash accumulation in the DPF by 60%, compared to typical 1% ash oils. This can potentially extend the DPF service life by up to 2.5 times and offers up to a 3% fuel economy benefit. As legislation moves toward requiring dual compliance like criteria emissions and CO2 standards, the energy carrier becomes central, not just the engine. Liebherr's Guido Di Carlo presented their work on hydrogen internal combustion engines, H2 ICE, highlighting that this path allows manufacturers to reuse existing infrastructure and know-how. Liebherr testing showed that H2 ICE offers intrinsically low NOx emissions compared to diesel, and current aftertreatment systems can be adapted to easily meet Stage 5 NOx targets. Oxidation catalysts proved virtually 100% effective at converting unburned hydrogen slip. A potentially rapid decarbonization path was presented by Dr. Andy Gradle, biogenic hydrogen derived from biogas from manure and residues, using on-site reforming units. Critically, hydrogen derived from manure has been certified in Europe with a negative greenhouse gas (GHG) balance, a reduction of nearly 300%, offering companies a powerful tool for carbon accounting. However, the path for e-fuels remains fraught with political difficulty. Tobias Bloch from the eFuel Alliance presented that while synthesis projects are scaling, current restrictive EU production criteria, particularly the Renewable Energy Directive, Red Roman III, are hindering investment. These restrictions, designed to favor electrification, are estimated to increase hydrogen costs by 35%. Although scaling could eventually bring costs down significantly, e-fuels are currently cost-prohibitive, costing more than €6 per litre in pilot plants. While electrification only accounts for about 1% of the construction equipment market in Europe, speakers showcased impressive efficiency and innovative infrastructure solutions. Mats Bredborg from Volvo demonstrated that their electric excavators operate 40% more efficiently than comparable diesel machines, primarily because they avoid idling. The main hurdle is charging. Volvo presented a successful collaboration using mobile charging stations for electric vans, driven by smart software to predict energy needs and deliver charges to job sites overnight. This bypasses the long lead times required for fixed, high-power grid connections. For larger, heavy-duty applications, Hevtech presented a 64-ton battery electric piling rig using swappable battery packs of up to 588 kilowatt-hour capacity, weighing 5 tons each. The ability to swap a battery in roughly 15 minutes allows the machine to maintain productivity during multi-shift operations, solving the problem of limited grid capacity on site. Beyond electric motors, efficiency gains are found across the mechanical system. Danfoss demonstrated that advanced hydraulic pumps, like the digital displacement pump, can save between 25% and 30% of fuel, or CO2, by reducing energy losses associated with throttling. The final session brought the technological promises crashing back to commercial reality, focusing on the end user, often represented by rental companies who own 2/3 of the UK construction fleet. The proliferation of diverse technologies, diesel, HVO, electric, hydrogen, was described as a logistical headache by Marcus Heidak of Zeppelin Rental. Fragmentation threatens asset utilization rates and increases operational complexity, such as training specialized mechanics. The cost barrier is severe. Lewis Bassett noted that end users are highly resistant to any cost premium. Even an extra 5 cents per litre for HVO is enough to eliminate interest. The fundamental issue for rental companies is the uncertainty of resale value. Chris Matthew from PlantForce provided a sobering example from a hydrogen trial. The H2 retrofit added 20–30% to the base price of the machine. The technology carried a 100% depreciation during the trial period. The hydrogen fuel supply was unreliable, failing delivery on 8 out of 31 days. The end-user panel concluded that this resistance stems from a political focus on perfection rather than commercial progress. Operators pleaded for technology neutrality, harmonized air quality standards across all power bands, stage 5 minimum, and financial support to de-risk investments in new technology. The conference concluded that while impressive technological solutions exist across all pathways, be it ultra-clean diesel or HVO, hydrogen, or smart electric systems, the industry is being stalled by a lack of cohesive, predictable, and supportive policy.